Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is not my usual time for live, but guess what? You know what? I'm feeling pretty good about this here time because I'm a morning person. I like to get things done, and then at the end of the day, I'm the queen to go to sleep. You know, like they used to say back in the day, they used to say, you rise with the chickens. That's what I do. Okay. So, good morning. I'm Stephanie. I'm the person behind Gias Designz. I'm the owner and the creator of the channel. And anyway, so here at Gias Design, I help. Who do I help? I help. I help. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting messages as I'm coming in. Okay. Um, I help crafters that are beginners and those that are seasoned aged to design, to create, to monetize their craft so that they can be it if they want to. Really, as soon as I get online, if they want to learn how to craft through the design area, how to go with with Canva. I also teach how to work with AI prompts. Okay. I do a lot on the design. I'm heavy into design, but I also craft. Okay. So I can also complete the projects. And that is my main goal is to learn to complete help people to create their projects without having a fast-paced class online, because I know sometimes they say when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, and this is what studies show, this is not what Stephanie says, but it states that if you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, a lot of times you feel left behind. You feel like you're not fast enough. And it's not that you can't do it, it's just the fact that by the time you get there, they're on to something else and maybe something else after that, right? So, just letting you know that I'm here to help those. If you are one of those that feel like you're going and you're not keeping up and you want to forget it before you even get started, guess what? That's me. You're in the right spot. I am the one to get you to those spots and to those eras. So today is a makeup live. Yesterday, I don't know what I did, but yesterday I ended up making a mistake in my live and ended up not being on camera. I hit it, and did what is something happened that made it go out. Now I did not check and make sure that it stayed on. Um, hey, something that you learn that is going to be a piece of my growth right now. And I'm going to grow from that, and I'm going to make sure from here on out that I am going to go live and check and make sure that everything is here. So, as I can see right now, it is 3 minutes and 37 seconds into our live right now. Okay, so today today we are going, it's not going to be a fun class, it's going to be more of an informative class, and this information is going to be on how you are going to put yourself out there to address the needs of the people. In other words, what do you call that? You call that what's the name of it, where you end up again, like I said, I end up forgetting some things, but it's not that I forgot. It's just that the word won't come right to me. But you are out here and you are making it about the people. Is you're making it about your clients, and you are making it about what you can do for them. So today we're gonna go in and without further ado, I am going to go ahead and try to share my screen, right? And we're gonna go through this together. And with me doing that, I have a visual. Wow, have I ended up coming up with something better than what I usually do. Well, and I'm today again. It's about what was the word marketing, and we all know that everybody has what they need, right? We know what you need. We know that you can design. We know that you're getting those perfect pieces out there. But today is about monetizing those designs and making sure that you're not just getting to the small piece, but you're getting to the large piece. Instead of you taking that piece of pie, you're gonna go and go for the whole pie. Okay. So the basic thing is stop marketing to everybody. You all, there is no way in the world that you can market to everybody and think that you're actually touching them at the same time. It's too broad an audience, right? It's entirely too broad of an audience. Why would you think that you could just say everybody? Because a lot of times people say, well, who are you marketing to? Oh, everybody. No, you are not marketing to everybody. Everybody is not your client. And it's not saying that they're not your client because they don't want to pay, but you want to go and jab at the areas that are going to help you. So, in other words, my thing is that you're going to go for a bigger piece of that pie. Okay, instead of looking at just that little piece, you're going to go for that whole pie. All right. So again, what are we going to be doing? What are you going to do when you're out here doing your back to school items? You are going to make that shift. What is that shift to? You're making that shift from a product maker to a problem solver. You are going to make your items. Of course, that's what you do. But your marketing is going to be about solving a problem. You're going to make sure that you let them know, look, there is something behind everything that I'm doing. What is it? That cute bottle that I offer, it's going to be, I am going to be helping you by making sure that that bottle that we're selling you is going to be something that is going to complement your child, not only complement your child, but it's going to be a piece where no one cannot know who it belongs to, right? So in other words, I'm taking care of your problem. Your child's stuff is not going to be in lost and found, because not only is he or she going to know because it's specifically made to them, but it's also going to be a situation whereas everybody that's around them knows it's theirs because they are using they see them with their stuff. So here we go. This is the three-part thing that we're going to. So it's about the who's buying, what is the occasion, and again, this is for back to school. This is what we're pushing right now. What's the occasion? Okay, and what is the need? All right, it's dependent on the who is what you are going to be doing for the occasion and the need. Again, dependent on that who is going to state exactly what the occasion and that need is. And I'm going to go a little bit further into that because we're not just stating back to school supplies, broaden it. Okay. Now, again, here are three things that one of the things that you will be offering. Number one, the category number one is our parents, our family members, our friends that are buying for our youth and sending them out to school, right? That category is small. Remember, I talked about that piece of pie? It's that small piece of what can be done for for our back to school supplies, right? So, say you go and you push for the youth. So who are you marketing to? You're marketing to their parents. You're marketing to their family members. You're marketing to whoever is buying school supplies, right? The things that you are that you are offering are the same things that's going to be in all of these categories. Y'all hear me? It's going to be the same as all its categories. So in other words, you can have your personalized backpack, lunch bags, your water bottles, your 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 pencil cases, your crayons. All of these things they can be personalized, and this need is going to the parents because the parents is buying for that one person, or that two people, or even 10 because they have 10 children or 10 grandchildren, whatever it may be. Okay, so let's make it better. We're not going to say, oh, I got this personalized stuff that I can sell to you. What are we going to say? I have custom items that your child can start the school year with that will make it organized and confident and easy to identify. Speaking, what are they speaking to? They're speaking to that need, okay? You want to make sure that you put that need in everything that you're marketing. But again, this is the smaller piece of the pie, right? So you're going to be selling the outcome, y'all. What is the outcome? Making it where it is stated that we are giving you something, we can provide you with something that is going to help your child to stay organized. Is that not what it does? Whether we say it or not, it is what it does, right? And then we're going to personalize it so that they won't forget it. If they forget it, somebody else will know who it is and they can give it back to them. And not only that, how about this? Johnny down the street that picked it up can't use it because you personalized it. Okay? So, again, these are for parents, first day of school, and easy identification. Now, category two is a little bit broader, and that is what I want you to see. Okay? What are you doing? You're doing the same thing, but instead of just doing that one little piece of it, you're going to be going to those that are organizing these drives, these barbecues where they give out these school supplies. You are going to be going to these church groups, and you are going to be going to everybody else. You come in, you're going to give them this nice little this folder or whatever it may be that you give them to show them the work that you're doing. In other words, I can do back to school supplies for your event. Guess what it does? It gets you right to that next piece of area that you want to go to. You want to go bigger. You want to go bigger into that pie where you are actually, say, half a pie. I don't know. It might be a big, 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 big church. But just imagine you going from 10 pieces to, say, 300. You're gonna get somebody else to help you, but when you get them to help you, guess what happens? You still have a lot more to give, and then you might even give them a little bit of how they say give them a bone while you're at it. But you're going to make sure that you are taking care of these people, your children's ministry, youth ministries, your VBS. These are things that you can a lot of times not see, but see. You see it, but you don't pay attention to it. So let's go for that bigger piece of the pie. Again, looking over here at the personalized products that you will be offering, is it the same stuff? 9 times out of 10, absolutely. But the thing is, it's not a piece of the pie you're getting. You're giving them a whole pie. And you're going to brand it, not just on the things that the kids will have, but you be more branding on the person that is giving it. Okay, so like a church, put their logo on it, right? Put their little their scripture that they use, and then give it to them to give out to to their events. All right. Okay. So again, uh, another one, and basically number two and three, they're basically the same thing. So I just skipped over. We're going to go over into these same areas, same process. Okay. You are going to be going into these events that are coming up. Everybody knows about these events that are coming up. You know that you have fraternities and sororities that give out stuff. You have public officials that have picnics, or they have events where they give out stuff to their constituents, children, and they make it good. But not only that, you can actually do some work with them where you're actually doing some party favors along with it. So can you imagine how big a piece that ain't even a piece of the pie, but can you imagine how big that pie will be? You're not going for the small, you're going for the masses, right? So, what is your marketing agent? Turn your back to school cookout into a complete celebration with coordinated food favors, student gifts, and personalized event products. You're not just doing that one thing now. Guess what? That pie is getting bigger because you're branding to the person that is giving it or the event holder that's giving it, and you are branding the event, and then you're branding the stuff that they're giving away. And guess what? That's a big order to fulfill. Okay. So what does this do? It builds connections. You're going to create memories. You're going to be supporting students, even though it's not you according to yourself, but it is because you're pushing it. You're going to be supporting those students. You're going to be showing appreciation. And guess what that is, y'all? It's an impact. And guess what's going to happen? Those people, if you do a good job, they're going to call you back for the next year. Get one of those up, and then they'll tell their friends about it. If somebody else has something that's a different day, they'll tell them, look, I had newbie designs to do my stuff. Only thing I had to do was just do a one-stop shop. She took care of everything. Give her a call. She'll take care of everything that you need. So we're talking about that monetization, y'all. Okay. Another thing that we see but we don't pay much attention to, right? Is our teachers and PTOs, as you all call it, or we call them PTA, where I grew up at, which is a parent teacher association. I know that a lot of them say PTO, and it's whatever it may be. Those that are having, say, you have a teacher that does something for her children if she has a small class, right? But if you go into the PTAs or the Parent Teacher Association or the Parent Teacher Organizations, guess what? They're doing it on a bigger scale, right? And what are you doing? The exact same thing. You're doing it on a bigger scale. You're doing those welcome kits. You're doing the stuff, the school supplies like your crayons, your composition books, your rulers. You're doing everything, and you're making it about them, right? So if you have a school that gives out their own school supplies, guess what happens? You can make it nice, right? And then while you're at it, hit them teachers. Why are you sitting up there letting that money just sit there? Hit the teachers, y'all. They need personalized items, and you have to introduce it to them. Let them know. While I'm here, I can do some things for you. You got a planning a book that you have to plan your lessons with. I can do you a lesson plan book and make it about you, right? And give you the things that you may need. We're doing that, okay? And then that marketing angle. We're going into it. Now, here you go. Welcome the students back with coordinated classroom kits, just like I talked about. The teacher tools, that's another thing, and personalized supplies. How about it? All right? Now, the thing about this is when you go into these schools, you have to talk to their men, and you have to get okay if you have their logos, right? You have to go through their men, and you have to your get their license work approved for you to put it on there. But that's not hard because guess what? If you go in there with the right attitude, you can get them to do. You can do more with them. They can bring you on as the person that deals with them because they know that you know what they want, right? And it's all about making those relationships you all that is going to become a repeat customer. That's what we're going for. Okay. We're going for repeat customers, right? Um, you're going to be ensuring that you have the colors that they go with. You're going to be ensuring that you have the things, say they have a motto. You're going to be putting that information on there. But guess what? If you do it right, you got a customer for life, okay? So, same here with the nonprofit organizations. It's the exact same thing. I just had to include these slides in because I want you to understand all of the things that you can do as far as your marketing tools. Don't just use a parent as your marketing tools. Go out, hit these streets, right? Put them stilettos or them gym shoes or whatever it is to the pavement. Put them to the pavement, baby, and get your money on. Okay. So the nonprofits, a lot of them are having these events. Go through those events, go to these owners of these nonprofits and put a bone in their ear so that they can hear what you're saying. They may not use you that year, but guess what? If you leave them with a portfolio or a folder or whatever it may be, they got your stuff for later, right? Just keep everything together and make sure that you are keeping a personable attitude and that you're letting things go through so that you can be remembered, giving out that nice personable attitude. Okay, I understand that you have someone working for you, but can you take my information? And if you have someone else that may need my services, you can give this to them, or just hold on to it just in case something happens and you may need me in the future. I will greatly appreciate it, and trust me, there's no hard feelings here. I'm just glad you allowed me the time. That's what you need. Okay. So here we go with some small things. We're going to go move from small items up. Okay. So say you want to do some bundle because that's what you're doing. We're not doing no little one piece. Oh, so and so one water bottle. No, that's not what we're doing here, y'all. It doesn't make much of an impact, and you're going to let them know that you can do so much more. And it's so much cheaper if we do you a bundle. You add a couple more dollars, and I got you. If they don't use it this year, guess what? We'll put it up for next year. But mini bundle. Let's just say we had a small bundle. You'll have a water bottle, a pencil pouch, and a backpack tag. Okay, these are the things that you ask for your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and aunties. That mean brother that will have hurt somebody but is got a soft heart for the kids. That's who you're pushing this out to, right? Your promise is going to be it's going to be coordinated. It's going to be a personalized set that sets your students apart at the beginning of the school year, and they feel organized and confident. Can you imagine what they feel like when you have something with their name on it? Don't go into other things like personalizing and what they buy, what they pictures, because you're talking about something serious. Ooh, where you get that? But that's what we're here for. So let's just say you want to do something a little bit more. Say you got a little bit more to spend. Okay, so this is offer number two, which will be the premium student bundle, which is the bundle with a little bit more, right? So you have a little bit more. You have your backpack, your lunch bag, your water bottle, your pencil pouches. You got your notebook, the tag. If you got a backpack, you really don't need the tag, but it's something to handle. You can put it on something else. And hey, y'all, don't forget the sticker sheets. Little girls love these little sticker sheets. Baby, they put it on their water bottles, they put it in their lockers, they put it everywhere, right? And it personalizes things for them. You find out what it is about them that sets them apart. What is it that, like my granddaughter loves stickers. Both of them, as a matter of fact. One's older. I could give her something, but she don't want nothing else. She could do those stickers if I do the right set. Okay. What's the marketing promise? This is the things that we're talking about. That it's one coordinated collection designed to take your student from the bus stop to the classroom in personalized style. Again, it's about that style. Okay. It's not saying that everything is saying the same thing, but they match. They go with one another. You can't mistake it. Okay. Going on. All right. Now, the community event package, the church packages, the other say you have your barbecues and all these other things, they are all in the same group, y'all. Say I'm doing something for a church. I will brand that church, right? And when I brand that church, I'll make sure that I have something on the at least show them something that could go on there that will brand the child already, the children already. Like these sayings, stay focused, believe, achieve, and succeed. These are the things that you're actually going to be doing. But you're definitely going to make sure that you have these other, get your other brands and put them all together. So it's not just for the person that's giving out the school supplies, but also branding the kids at the same time, because you can always give them those affirmations. Stay focused. You see what I'm saying? Give it to them. Give them what they need, y'all, is basically what I'm saying. All right? The promise. That's what we're coming up with. A coordinated event package that helps your organization welcome and celebrate students without managing multiple vendors. One stop shop, doing everything. You have your bags, your book bag. Say you have your book bag, and then sometimes you carry your little pouch and purse, your little hamstring bag. You got that. You got your water bottles, because that's something that we want to make sure that our youth is definitely keeping hydrated. These are the things. You can have your composition books. You can have your spiral notebooks. You can have your 3D binders. These are the things that we're going to be putting out there for our youth so that they can feel good, y'all. That's what you're doing. You're giving them a feeling of belonging. You're giving them a secure feeling. And you're giving them a vision of pride, because they have things that is about them, right? Again, it's one package, more impact, one stop shop, more visibility, more profit. The purpose is there, right? Okay, so let's go into these mistakes that could happen. All right. And these are the things you might want to screenshot. Make sure, so you do your little, how they say, I used to do a little roll call before I left out my house when I was in college. I would do a roll call, make sure I had my keys, make sure I had my ID, make sure I had my bus fare, because I was on the bus. Some people, they have cards. I did not have that. At that time, I was smoking cigarettes. I don't want to tell you that, but I made sure I had those. So those were the things that I made sure that I have. Right now, my thing is making sure I have. Of course, I can't go nowhere without my car keys. I have my ID. I'm making sure this is the main thing that I can forget: my cell phone and my my glasses. Do take this before you do anything, and go through and do your roll call. Okay, so you're going to do your roll call, and you're going to make sure that you are not posting without identifying the buyer, right? In other words, available now. We got to stop that, y'all. We as crafters, we have got to stop that. That should not be our marketing strategy. All right. Number two, only listing the products. This is not what we are doing. This is not what we are doing. I want to say it again. This is not what we are doing. We are selling the benefits, and we are selling the solutions. So we are going to state the things that the benefit of what we have, and add it there, and then add your products with it. Okay. Let's make sure that our posts have quality. Okay. Don't have put it up there. Don't get upset and say, oh, that'll do it. I'm running out of time. No. Take your time, do it correctly, and push your stuff so that it can look professional. Hide in the ordering process. Make it clear before you go. Look, I need you to on your CTAs, your call to action. You're gonna say, hit the button below, and it'll take you to my website. Make it definitely let them know what you're going into. Okay. Um, Don't wait until too late to start to putting yourself out there. Now this year, some of them are organized already, but put even if you pass, get out there, put your name out there. You might get them for next year. Who knows? But you still have a market that you can work on right now. Let's work what we can. Still push for everything. Okay, offering too many choices. Y'all bundle everything, bundle everything, bundle everything. Okay. Not following up is another piece. Okay. Because if you don't follow up, guess what? That other vendor will. I haven't heard from you. I was just wondering whether or not you have made a decision. I would love to work with you and bring your designs or your orders to life. Okay. All right. No deadline. You got to let people know. You only got so much time. No, don't say it like that. But I have to work according to my schedule. I am a one person band. I really need to know as soon as possible. Okay. All right. No bulk package. That we've already talked about that. We're going into making sure that we have our information out there where we can have our bulk package information. Uh, if you want 300, here, this is how much it's going to cost. How much it's going to cost. If you want 100, even 25 is a big order. Because when you start putting these things together, when you're talking about small things like your back to school orders, it can be taxing. Make sure you have enough time on each order, okay? And marketing only when sales are slow. That's a mistake, y'all. Consistency is the key. And I know everybody knows that consistency is the key. Okay. We've already gone through everything that's here as far as the everything that we talk about here when you talk about big organizations or organizations that are giving away stuff. It's the same thing. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But again, when you're going in with a classroom, you're not just marketing to the students. Push it out there to your educators. Push it out there to your admin, because you may be able to put some things on there that put some things out there that can sit in the office. You don't know. Slap your logo on there and your QR code. So if somebody else may want it, then they'll have what they need instead of having to write down, oh, well, who did this? Blah, blah. No, have that information on your products. Okay. So again, you're going to have to make sure that you get a okay from the admin to use their branding. Okay. All right. So here we go. 5 buyer lanes to cart to target. I'm sorry. I talked about this already. This is just basically the rinse and repeat of all of these things. You're talking about the parents and grandparents. Those are the ones that's on that just first day bundles or get ready bundles or whatever. Your churches and your ministries, the same as block parties. To me, it's the same as block parties and community events. You're going to make sure that you have those packaged goods. In other words, you're going to have a kit that you give to each and every person. Make sure that you put out there that you want to brand their event. In other words, hey, give them the backdrop. Give them the things that they need. Don't just go for the obvious with the school back to school packages. Go for branding their events, right? Do some tablecloths, do some backdrops, some go ahead and do some things for the table. Do your yard signs. Can you imagine how much work you can get done on one client? Don't drop that out. And then again, the schools and daycares, you're making sure that you're able to hit those spots and get those welcome kits and those labels and hit the admin and the teachers. Okay, so your businesses and your nonprofits are the same. Okay, so you're going to match your bundles to the people that you're selling to. right? Family bundles are when you're just out there hitting just the family, one person or 10, however many kids they got. All right. Your event kits, that's for your churches and your block parties and your community events, right? And then your sponsor packs, and again, you're going to be branding on every level when you do these things, is your business and your nonprofits. Okay. So I know this is a lot of information, but it's all just rinse and repeat. Sell the benefit, not the thing. That's exactly what we're saying. Okay. All right. So say the stickers. This time it's the stickers. You got the personalized waterproof name stickers, right? What's the benefit of those? That you have less lost supplies and more organized, right? And sometimes they may get 2 to 3, okay? Posts that make people move, okay? Using the caption formula when you market. This is the same formula that everybody has, right? You have your hook, you have your problem, you have your solution, and you have your CTA. What is your CTA? Your CTA is your call to action. Asking them to do something. You got to ask them to do something. So here I have an example that I placed into this slide. It states planning a back to school giveaway and tired of coordinating 5 different vendors. Who? Is that not a need that needs to be addressed? Is that not a problem? Is that not a hook that'll make people stop? Especially when they're trying to buy for these things. Our event packages include personalized favors and school products designed around your theme. Comment church for your package details. Okay? Clarity sells faster than now taking orders. Clarity sells faster. Clarity sells faster. Okay? So, all right, let's go with it. Now, I know today is like a backdrop from yesterday where I made a mistake and I don't know what was going on with me. I know I'm going through a lot, and like I said, this telephone never rings or dings when I'm on. Let me make sure that somebody's not letting me know uh, that something is wrong. Uh, okay. Uh, all right. Good, good, good. Okay. So let me go with another piece that I want to bring back, and then we'll go over to what we were talking about last week. Y'all, know what your people are buying. It's important. Know what your people are buying. It's important. Know what your people are buying. It's important. Why? Because you want to know exactly what to put in those bundles. Those kids are going to state exactly what they want. And if you don't have on there, just imagine if you have the information when you sell that product to the owner or sell that product to the person that is over an event. Just imagine how that works if you have that information and letting them know. I've already done a market analysis and and I can tell you exactly what our youth are buying and what they want. Okay. So here is a little give me that I did for market analysis because a lot of times we tend to forget that you cannot do market analysis on just stating what is the top this and what is the top that. Y'all, that's all fine and dandy, but there is no way you can say that what someone is buying in the South is going to match what they buying here in the North. You can't I'm from Texas, right? Well, not from Texas, but I live in Texas, right? I can't even say if what I what sells in the DFW area where I live, right, is going to match what is out there for the Houston area. And even then in your suburbs and in your counties, it may change. So you want to make sure that you are putting out that information so that it can snap, snap, snap. Like, yeah, this is what our kids are carrying. Let's go. Let's go. So here we go. I'm asking for a market analysis and I'm putting it in AI. So I call my chat GPT chat. So anyway, I put it in and you can, you can screenshot it. Chat. I am doing a survey on areas, be it states, cities, or counties for marketing analysis. I am trying to find what back to school object sells best in certain areas. I do not listen. Sometimes you got to tell them what you don't want. I do not want a generalization from the United States, as we know that most places do have different products that sell better based on a region, a state, or a county. The products that I am doing a search for is sales of craft related personalized back to school items. Let me know which personalized back to school products items sells best, which research is best fit for crafters to obtain research on market and and I'm basically asking chat, let me know whether or not it would be best for me to search by the region for where I am, the state where I am, the county, or the city. All right. And let me know what the bestseller of personalized back to school items are in the area I am marketing. And then you can put in exactly where you're marketing. I think I put in exactly, I put in the zip code. And it's funny, chat gave me a lot, and I may give you a little bit on that in a minute. But okay, so just going back to what we did last week. And again, we're going to have to move it to next week because I made a mistake. It's my fault. I'm gonna move it. We did a class last week, which was part two, and that is where we actually changed up some products. We made the products. We designed them, right? So we created a master back to school theme design. And if you want to see it, you go back into the information. I have it actually set up on this one. I'm not sure if I have this prompt there, but okay. We created a master back to school theme design in AI. We resized it for however many things we want to, the graphic to fit back to school supplies and templates. If I'm not mistaken, we did one for the composition book. We did it for the backpack. We did it for a tumbler. So we did it for different things, right? So you have to resize. You want it to work. You don't just want one thing and not have it done. We copied the design in Canva and we put each and every one of those in Canva, right? Then we did something small but kept it in the same thing. So we redesigned the graphic in Canva while keeping the same thing. And we were using that for a mock-up, right? So I asked that those that were here and those that was here only to create a design, resize it to fit two back to school items, and make a couple of changes in the design and keep the same thing, right? So with that, we were supposed to be doing a giveaway. I'm not going to go away with the giveaway. It's just that I can't do it because I didn't do the class yesterday like I should. I messed up. Okay, so we're going to take care of that in our next event. Now, knowing what we have discussed, and this is coming down to the end. This is your pitch, right? Hi, my name is whoever I am. I create such and such and such and such and such a thing. So you can state, I create back to school crafts and digital designs. That's usually what I state on the general. But again, we're going to a certain audience, right? So you can state, I create crafting packages that can go for back to school events, right? So you're telling them what you create and what you created for, who are preparing for, and you're going to make it fit them. Is it for a school organization? You can state so who preparing for school organization back to school giveaways and need help with ensuring that they have a one-stop shop for their for their supplies. Can you imagine? Instead of going from this school to, I mean, this store to that store to this store to that store, and then you're actually putting a uh, a brand on it, that's giving you just that much more, right? Okay, so you are going to, the next event is going to move over to the next piece, which will be the last part of the series. Because, like I said, this is number 3. So, but let's see next week. Let's see if we can get some information on what you would be pitching to your audience. And remember, don't just pitch to the parent, pitch to the whole pie going into these events. Okay. So, week 4 is coming up next week, y'all, and we're going to be doing our giveaways. Me and my partner, Traci from Ka-Otic Designz, will be doing some giveaways. That's if you've been here, okay? And that will be with a we'll be doing a wheel piece, and in that wheel piece, we will make sure that we are okay. You want to act up, huh? Okay. We're going to be doing our event. I should be back at home at that time. Y'all forgive me, but I am out of town dealing with my dad, and I have plans to go home Saturday. Prayerfully, I can, because I have stuff at home that I need to do. And not only that, but I can only do so much uh, at, at one time. Okay. Hey, Shay. Thanks for showing up. And like I said, this was a pop up live. Again, I am thankful and grateful for those that are seeing it, because I can't see who's here from Facebook or whatever. As a matter of fact, next time I will make sure that I go from Facebook. But we're going to tie up everything. And that tie up is going to be with pricing, y'all, because pricing is another piece that's hard to do. Okay. Because a lot of times you all find out you actually giving away your product because you haven't put everything that you need in there. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of us forget that you're not going to work for free. I ain't even want to talk about how many products you buy and how much money you spend getting from place to place to try to get it. Now I'm the queen of the little blue truck with the light blue writing on it. I live in that place, right? I live. If you can't bring it to my door, I don't want it. But no, I'm lying. But how about this? You can rest assured that I'm going to be looking for it online. So you can stick it at my door, and the only thing I got to do is come to my door and get it. So let's see how that works. But yeah, so we're going to be tying it up. We're going to be giving out prizes. And again, I just wanted to thank you for showing up. And I know a lot of you are not going to be watching this live, but due to the fact that I am out here and I'm on the wrong day. Usually we're on Wednesdays at 7:30. Yesterday I messed up. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Okay. And I'm learning from it. I am growing. I am progressing. And that's what I want us to do together. I want us to grow and progress in what we're doing and making sure that we are unbeatable. Because guess what, y'all? I don't care how old you are, you still good. You're living, you're ticking, you're talking. Okay. And we want to make sure that you understand that you are seen, you are important, and you are valued as a crafter. Okay. It may take us a little bit more time to get there. That's right, Shay. You know that's right. You are important, y'all. I am in my 6 zeros, in my 6 zeros, and And I still got a lot to give. I'm sorry, I do. I got a lot to give, and I ain't letting nobody tell me I'm gonna wear what God gave me. All these gray hairs that He gave me, I'm wearing them, each and every one of them, and I'm wearing them like it's a crown. You think that tiara? I mean, it's a little nappy, but trust me, I'm wearing my tiara because guess what? I could be dead, and I don't want to be that. And I still got a lot of life and a lot of love to give. So I know I pushed this a little fast, y'all. And again, it will be available for replay. So you can go out again. This was not one of those fun lives. This it was more of an informative live. If you don't do anything else, make sure that you are checking in and making sure that you are marketing to your customer base. If it's someone that's in there, that's in your area, pull that information, find out what's best. Okay? So thank you all for showing up. Thank you for being here. And I love y'all for being here for me. And we are going to be back next week, next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Preferably everything will go well. Preferably I'll be in my own home. And again, we will come back with the Back to School Profit Series number 4, which is going to be pricing. Okay, so from Gias Designz and Ka-Otic-Kreationz, you all have a blessed day, and I will be talking to you all next week. God bless y'all.